Hello class 6. This is the continuation part of your previous video. In previous video we have started the chapter number 2 from your English Rapid, and we have seen that Eliza was married to a man whose name was George, and George was very handsome and very much loved by all the people, and he was working in a factory, and he was sent by his master there. And as he was very intelligent and very attractive, so all the people liked him, and he also invented one machine, and because of that all people admired him also. So one day Mr. Harris, that means the master of George, he came to visit George, and he felt very inferior to his own slave George. Okay, so what did he do? He just took he wanted to take back his slave from the factory, and he wanted the money of George's part and from the factory owner, and then he just left the place from there with George. Okay, so now we are starting with the second paragraph from the page number 15. But Mr. Harris, isn't this rather sudden? Protested the manufacturer. What if isn't this man mine? We are willing to increase his wages, sir. So when Mr. Harris, that means master of George, he wanted to take back George. So at that time, the manufacturer, that means the owner of the factory, he told that it was a very sudden decision made by Mr. Harris. So Harris told that it was none of his, it should not be his business, because George was his slave. So whatever he wanted to do, he could do with George. So he wanted to take back George at that moment, so it was his decision, so he would follow that. By hearing that, the manufacturer, that means the factory owner, he told that he would increase the payment of George also. The master refused to listen to any of the entreaties of the manufacturer. That means the master, Mr. Harris, did not listen any appeal of the factory owner. He reasoned that he had no need to hire out of slaves unless he so wished. One worker reminded the master of his wonderful invention, which made him furious. Harris told that it was his decision. George was his slave, so whatever he could do with George, and nobody could tell anything against his decision. On hearing that, one of the workers expressed that it should be Mr. Harris's fear of it was inferiority complex of Mr. Harris. One of the workers told it. Okay, so oh yes, a machine for saving work. Trust a nigger to invent that. They are all labor saving machines themselves. Now he has to slog. After hearing that, Mr. Harris told that what for the machine, because all the niggers are themselves, they are the machines. They are the machines to they are the labor saving machines himself. They are the machines, and they should work very hard. Okay, so there was no necessity of taking or making any machines like that. Okay, George was taken aback and knew his doom was near. He was outrageous and filled with bitter feelings. So George was, that means the husband of Eliza, George was very much confused by all the decision of Mr. Harris, and he knew that his future is doomed. That means his future is totally filled with hopelessness. Okay, so he was very much in anger, and he had all the bitter feelings for his master. The kind manufacturer understood how George felt and advised him to go with his master for the time being. So who was the manufacturer, who was the factory owner, he could understand the feeling of George and the problem of George. So he too told George, informed George that for the time being he should go with his master, and he could understand the problem, but here he could not do anything at that moment. Okay, so he that means the factory owner just advised George to go back with his master. Give way, George, go with him for the present. We will try to help you yet. These exchanges of whispers made the master more determined to wield his power over his victim. So, after realizing, the factory owner told George just to leave that place at once, because it was the only decision that George could able to follow. George must follow. Okay, so the manufacturer told that on that moment he should go with his master, and the manufacturer must do something for George. Okay, and when they were actually exchanging these words, they were whispering. Okay, and as they were whispering, so it was noticed by Mr. Harris also. That means the master of George. So he was very much determined that he should he should show his power to his slave. That means to George. Thus George was taken home and made to do the meanest work in the farm. When George was taken to the home, he was doing the the meanest work of the farm. The manufacturer kept his word and visited Mr. Harris after a week or two to persuade him to allow George to work in his factory. So the manufacturer was a kind man, and he went to visit the farm of Harris, and he visited George there also. There he that means manufacturer told that he wanted to take George again, because he wanted to put George in his factory. But Mr. Harris refused. The man is mine, and I will do what I please with him. But the arrogant man, that means arrogant Harris, he did not listen anything. He just only said, no, I will not allow George to go with you. I will just take my slave with me, and he is my slave. Whatever I will do, that will be my decision. Who said this? It was said by Harris, that means the master of George. All of George's hope were dashed, and he knew that a life of indignity and tyranny were in store for him. So obviously George was in despair. He was very much morose, and he could understand that his life will be nothing but a shame. George had married Eliza during the happy period of his employment in the factory, and he could meet his wife frequently. George was married to Eliza. Eliza means the servant of slave of Mr. Shelby, the mother of Harry. George was married to Eliza. Okay, and both of them were married when George was working in the factory, and it was that those days were golden days for them, and George could visit his wife frequently over there. They were very happy, except for the sadness of losing 2 children before the birth of little Harry. They were very happy. That means the couple, George and Eliza, both of them were very happy, and only they had some sorrow. What were their sorrow? They actually lost. They lost 2 children before Harry's birth. At Mr. Shelby's house, Eliza was standing on the veranda watching her mistress leave for her friend's house in the carriage. She was feeling rather sad when she felt a hand on her shoulder. She turned around and saw her husband. Her face lighted up. So when Mrs. Shelby, you know that if you remember that Mrs. Shelby was about to leave her house and she went for another relatives or friend's house. Mrs. Shelby was about to go, and Eliza was standing on the veranda, and she was seeing that she was watching that her mistress was going. She went into his mistress. Her mistress went into the carriage and she was leaving, and she was rather sad because of all these problems, because she heard something, though she knew that her master would not sell his son, but at that moment she was actually sad, and on that moment she realized that someone was near to her, and when she just turned her turned around, at that moment she was very happy because she found her husband over there. "George, is it you? How you frightened me! Well, I am so glad you have come. Missy had gone for the afternoon. We will have time to ourselves." So, when Eliza turned around and she found that her husband was there, so she was very happy, and she told that you have come, and both of them, obviously they looked each other, and Eliza told that Missy was also the Missy means, that means mistress, she left also, so we have lot of time to talk to each other. We will have come into my room. She took him to a very neat room which opened on to the veranda. Then she realized that her husband was not smiling, so she took her husband into her room, and she told that she realized, that means Eliza realized that her husband was not smiling. Obviously he at that moment George was not very happy. He came to visit his wife, but he was not very happy at that moment, because he was in problem because of his master. Okay, and obviously when husband and wife met each other after a long time, so definitely both of them would be very happy, but Eliza noticed that her husband was not smiling. She tried to draw his attention to Harry, who was standing close to his mother. "See how he grows, isn't he beautiful?" So, Eliza was trying to focus on the attention, on Harry, and she told also that look at Harry was very beautiful.